The Human Experience Project, THEP, is an alleged dark web game that surfaced around 2016. It is said to be a real-world alternate reality game, ARG, that requires participants to complete a series of increasingly bizarre and potentially dangerous tasks. The game's objective and creators remain unknown, adding to its enigmatic and unsettling nature. THEP blurs the lines between the virtual and real worlds, pulling players into a web of intrigue and psychological manipulation. Players who join THEP reportedly receive initial instructions through an anonymous message, often containing a link to a dark website or a cryptic riddle. From there, participants are given tasks to complete, with each task leading to the next. The tasks can range from relatively harmless activities like taking a photo at a specific location to more risky and disturbing actions that test the player's limits. The game often uses hidden clues, encrypted messages, and real-world meetups to deepen the mystery. A player's journey. Stage 1, Recruitment and First Task. A user on a dark web forum reported receiving an invitation to THEP through a private message. The invitation included a link to a hidden website where they were asked to solve a cryptic puzzle involving steganography and a cipher. After solving the puzzle, they received their first task, to visit a specific park at midnight and take a photo of a particular bench. The bench had an inscription that served as a clue for the next task. Stage 2, Escalation. Upon completing the initial task and uploading the photo, the player received the next instruction, to leave a book with a specific note inside it at a designated location in a busy urban area. The note contained a code and a short message written in an unknown language, adding a layer of mystery to the game. To decode the message, the player had to research ancient languages and cryptographic techniques, immersing themselves deeper into the puzzle. Stage 3, Increasing Risk. The tasks continued to escalate in complexity and risk. The player was asked to meet a stranger at a cafe and exchange a predetermined phrase. This stranger then handed them an envelope containing a flash drive. The instructions on the flash drive led the player to a remote location where they had to dig up a buried box containing another set of cryptic instructions. The box also contained an old, rusted key, which the player later discovered opened a locker at a nearby train station. Stage 4, Psychological Manipulation. As the game progressed, the tasks began to take a psychological toll on the player. They were asked to perform activities that tested their moral and ethical boundaries, such as following a random person and documenting their daily routine without being noticed. The feeling of being constantly monitored and the fear of crossing legal or ethical lines heightened the player's anxiety. One task even required the player to confront a deep personal fear, adding a psychological twist to the game. Stage 5, The Final Task. The final task, as reported by the player, involved infiltrating a private event and planting a listening device. The instructions were precise and detailed, including blueprints of the venue and a timeline of the event. The player, fearing the legal repercussions and the potential danger, decided to abandon the game at this stage. They posted their experiences on the dark web forum, warning others about the potential risks and psychological manipulation involved in THEP. They later found out that others who completed the final task were promised a large sum of money or exclusive dark web information, though no one could confirm if these rewards were real. Real-world rewards. Some players reported receiving monetary rewards or valuable items after completing certain tasks, adding a layer of real-world stakes to the game. These rewards ranged from cryptocurrency payments to rare collectibles. Mysterious observers. Players often felt they were being watched, with some reporting seeing the same strangers multiple times during tasks, suggesting that the game may involve real-world surveillance and operatives. Unsolved mysteries. Some tasks led to dead ends or unsolvable puzzles, implying that only the most dedicated and skilled players could